welcome back to the channel for another reaction. The time has come, ladies and gentlemen. The time has come yet again for another Electric Callboy single. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited because these guys just bring the energy, they bring the fun vibes, they just bring like the wholesomeness that a band should bring when it comes to their music. Like, they just love to have fun, and they just like to, you know, be crazy with their music video ideas, and they just like to blow things way out of the water with their music as well. And I just love seeing what new stuff these guys have to bring, because you never know what's next from these guys. They could be doing like a metal track, they could be doing a pop track, they could be doing some disco stuff. You never know what's gonna happen with these guys, so I'm just super excited to see what new stuff from these guys have to bring. And with all these new singles, they might be coming out with a new album later this year. Hopefully so, because it will definitely be my first, you know, introduction to an album, I would say, from these guys, you know, because I haven't really gone into these guys too much, but over these past couple reactions, I'm starting to like them. I'm definitely starting to like these guys. So if they're coming out with a new album or an EP or something like that, be sure to let me know with that as well. And if there's any other new past tracks you guys want me to react to from these guys, be sure to let me know as well, because I love their energy, I love their vibe, I love their tone, their classic metalcore tone mixed with the electronic stuff as well. Brings me back to the good old times when electronicore was on the rise from back in the day. But it's gonna have to wait and see that, Jonah. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe, I really appreciate it, and to really help me out. If you like Electric Callboy just as much as I do, be sure to leave a like on this video. As well, if you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some other music, because we are just getting started on these heavy bangers. Ladies and gentlemen, no time wasting, let's get right into it. This is Electric Callboy's newest release track titled Revery.
Hush, my darling, can you see the midnight sun? Midnight sun, close your eyes.
Got some female vocals.
The night has come, night has come. Don't be scared, just let the darkness
Oh, okay.
hold you tight.
Got a little creepy vibe.
Follow me into the light.
I wanna float away, leave my body behind. When I get time, running to the wild behind. I can see the
There it is.
faces, that's why I never hide. When it feels like I wanna run, try to be free. Faces, we see those faces. When they keep on coming back. Can you see those faces? The scary faces. Tell me what you want, what
Oh,
you
I love their riffs. Let's go, boys. You're doing the show so well, man. Let's go, boys. Oh, I already love it. Love the vibe. Very different. Got a little dark twist on it. Love the visuals too. Let's go, boys. Bring me in. Bring in the Slenderman feature. Ooh. Little EDM breakdown. What? No, boys. Hold up. Wait a minute. No, you can't just do that. You can't just do that. You can't just hide the fact that you just went into a death metal style breakdown like that, man. You can't deny that. You can't just change the script like that mid half of the song there and expect me to be okay with it. No. We're going back. We're going back on that because there's no way you introduce Slenderman as the feature here and just do like a short little choppy piece in there. No. We got to go back. We got to embrace that. We got to embrace the full culture. We got to embrace the full impact of what just happened there. Nah, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go back. Whoa! Spinners! Oh my god! The control, the technicality! The spitties! Who's the female vocalist though?
All I need is reverie. You took the loneliness away from me. Don't wanna feel like a puppet. I see Alicia gonna cut it. All I need is reverie. You will forever be a part of me. Don't wanna feel like a puppet. I see Alicia gonna cut
Very
it.
choir and focused at the ending there. Wow, okay, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, not speaking about the little, mid-section breakdown there. We're going to get to that in a minute. But overall, very different track from these guys. Very different kind of tone. Very different kind of, like, theme that they normally usually do. It's kind of like a darker, kind of like, creepy kind of vibe. Like a little Halloween-inspired almost in a way. Comparing at the beginning there with, like, the kind of, like, choir kind of vocals, kind of like playwright style kind of theme. It kind of felt like, remind me like a little bit of Tim Burton vibes, but they're kind of like music and they're like choirs and like songs that they have in those kind of movies. But it's very different from these guys. I don't know who the female vocalist is. I don't know if they just got someone to do the parts that they wanted to do. I don't know who that is, but they don't really mention it in here. But it's very different. They got the choir. They have like the underlying tones of like the high and lows when compared to her and him singing and screaming. But it's very different. It still has that energy. It still has that two-step drum beat that these guys love doing in all their tracks. But it sounds good in every single track nonetheless. It keeps that energy up. It keeps that tone, that tempo alive. I like when they do that kind of like theme with the riffs though. I just love their riffs, man. They're just so classic. They're just so clean. It just brings me back to good old-fashioned metalcore when it comes to their riffs, especially when they do the chugs and the breakdowns. They just come around. They just know how to write breakdowns. They just definitely know what pleases the ears when it comes to like the favorite stuff from these guys. But the chorus side of things though, very interesting. I felt like the flow, it was kind of okay, from the flow, from the transition from the verses into the choruses. Not their best chorus, I would say, but I'd say it works. It does have a catchy flow when you do sing those words together. But compared to like the verse into like the chorus kind of thing, it felt like it was a little bit off in my opinion. When they get back into those verses though, it just brings the energy. He just definitely knows how to do those screams. But when they brought it in with the breakdown though, summoning Slenderman himself, just when he showed up, this song just completely turned on its head. It just went from 0 to 100 real quick. I did not expect, the death metal style, riffs, the death metal style breakdown that these guys were doing, the fast pace, screaming, the fast paced high screams that he was doing. Was not expecting that. No, I don't think I've ever heard him do that kind of stuff before, but no, that's definitely new to them. They've never really done that sort of thing before, but I kind of wish it went on a little bit longer. That's why I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, they just kind of flew over it pretty quickly. Kind of wish they kind of like played it out a little bit more or did something crazier with the guitars in that sort of section. But that's probably the favorite part of the song, to be honest with you, even though if it's only like a couple seconds long. But yeah, I wanted some more of that. Hopefully we get some more of that kind of like theme, that kind of energy in the next future of these tracks. But compared to the ending though, it was okay ending kind of thing. Just they were playing over the chorus kind of thing. They were just like letting like a choir kind of thing, letting the female vocal just play out the rest of the track there. I felt like they could have done something a little bit different at the end there, but overall track, it's okay. Overall solid track, I would say. Compared to the the riffs, compared to the chorus, compared to the breakdown brought it up just a little bit for me. But it's overall a very solid track. I would say. It's not their best track, I would argue, but you know, from visuals, you know, it's very different from them. I like watching the visuals, but it's still very solid track nonetheless. So hopefully we get some new stuff from these guys. I love these guys no matter what. I love seeing them. Hopefully I get to see them, you know, come around alive at one of these shows one of these days. But because I just love their energy. I love their uniqueness. The identity to them is just nothing compares to them, I would say, because just the way that they, you know, show themselves, the way they write their music, the way that they incorporate different genres, I would say is completely different from other stuff as well. But I just love the riffs, man. I just love the way they write their riffs. I just love the guitar playing style, and I just can't wait to see what more Electric Callboy has to offer in the near future. So if you're excited too, be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, because we're going to have a bang on the channel, man. Gentlemen, you want to miss out on a single one, I guarantee that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.